closing enough to 10 minutes. A little over, but whatever. Um, Today we're back in Kerbal Space Program, as has been for the last couple couple streams. Um, and space station time. Yeah. So I have the beautiful issue that one of my space station, the core of the space station, doesn't have a probe core on it. So let's transition over. So go over to my space station here. The problem we had last time was that there is no probe core on the space station. It can't control itself. The only way for this to control itself is literally this remote guidance unit right now. And so because of the way it is, I can't do much until I send something else up here to actually attach to the space station, and then I can quote unquote consider it done. Right? Did a little bit of testing last time. Last time I built a few things. This time I did a little bit of testing, and it works. It'll work when I actually put things together. So that's a great thing. And so that's one. Second thing is that I realized is I don't have anywhere for spacecraft to dock on this. So the only way we get people up is by sending up new modules, and then just, I don't know, to send them down, we'd have to bring down the entire space station. So the idea this time is that, what should I say? I'm gonna make something that I'm gonna make one a crew accepting module, and two, we're gonna get some sort of rocket that can actually get the other sections up because they're stupidly heavy. So that's the plan for today. But so we head back into the VAB. There is a little bit. Okay, so now I have to open these up. But so we have the habitation module and the electric module, right? What I want to do is I'm going to have the core. I want to put the hab module on it, right? This is going to be the one with the probe core. Oh wait, you know what? I don't need it. I don't need this. Hold on. You know what? I'm being slightly stupid. I actually don't need the remote guidance unit. Hold on. Right. I need something that can control it, but I don't need anything nearly that large. So let me just quickly. Right. Okay, these ones need to be 3-horn. Right, and I need to be rotated 90 degrees, 180. All right, so there we go. Right now, it will not burn that. I think same thing here. I just set up a 3-horn. There it is. Good. So I don't know whether the app module can actually do that. It's a great question, actually. Can the hab module No, it cannot be used as a... Okay. So I need some sort of control system on this. All right. So I mean, seeing as this is the hat module, I think it would make the most sense to put the thing. Hi, Hunter. No, that's right. Okay, I was like, I think they're backwards. No, you're good. I think the thing that would make the most sense is to throw my little coupling port, docking port right here, and how big is this? It can get pretty big. Nope. Alright. Oh, so this one only goes on the ends of things. Alright. Well, that's an issue I don't want to deal with. Does this go on the side? It does. I could do that. That would bring up the thing. I think I'll hold off on it for right now. I do still need some way of controlling this. So that needs to happen. It'd probably just be under pods, wouldn't it? Any way to control things. Actually, you know what? I think we should be fine. Because... Right, just because of the way things are. I can just put this on top of the rocket and have it stay. On top of the rocket, flip it around, put them both together with the rockets on them, and then do that. So we should be okay there. I do still need some way to do this. Crew modules and save it, overwrite it. Cool. It's a new thing. I still need somewhere for them to get in, which is where I think I'm gonna have some sort of storage that it comes out of. Not 1.875, 2.5, please, thank you. Open. I could. Oh, but that's conical. That's a service trunk. What does that do? Oh, it's just a big, okay, alright. That's no use. Huh. Okay, there's two ways I could do this. One is I could use the PPD 30, 60, was it 15? Can it be traversed in I think it can, right? Yeah, it should be able to traverse an IBA. Right? Yeah, it can be traversed in IBA. So I can definitely do that as like a little storage module. What does it have? Oh, or metallic. Ah, I see. Okay. Hey, that's kind of good. Alright, so it's just ore storage, which is kind of useless. I need some sort of actual storage box. That is what it is. So, as I said, you know what would also be useful, actually? Some sort of way to hook up multiple of these, because I know I'm going to need a 90-degree turn somewhere. Somewhere I'm going to need a 90-degree turn. Oh no. Now I need that steering wheel. Now I need that steering wheel to do bus driver. The bus driver. Oh, please tell me this is... Oh, wait, no. There's one right here. Okay. 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 I just need to set this up somehow. Alright, it is what it is. Oh, no. There it is. Okay, there it is. Ta-da! This is going to be the thing that I use to load people up into thing. So I'm gonna put like a thing up here. Ah, I see. That's quite a fun way to do it. Still TBA? Ah, close enough, right? Oh, there's actual rating. Oh, that's what these are. Okay, so if I just put one like over here, right below the flag, and then coupling. Yeah, that's like just enough. Dude, that's actually really good. That's actually really nice. I like that. There it is. And now it's like in there. I can direct deploy. Cool. Also getting Iceland. How are you gonna get to Iceland? Are you gonna ferry your truck across the ocean? Oh man, I need to deliver from what's the southernmost point then? I don't even know if ETS is Italy yet. Throw Italy on there. Oh, another one. Senior. Ship? That makes sense. Actually, I think, you know what? I'm gonna send up a couple guys in that, and we're gonna call it a day. I think what I need to do is I need to build a space plane, I guess. So to the space plane hangar. I think that's literally what it's called, actually. Ship. Actually, it looks kind of sick, I'm not gonna lie. Okay, whatever. I think I am just gonna go for like the standard. You know, I think I'm gonna use the S2 system for this. I'm gonna figure out how to use the S2 system for this now. There we are. This just needs to be a really small fuselage. Just an LFO fuselage just to get things in there. How can you make these wide? Oh! Oh! That's what those are. Yeah, look at that. That feels a lot more like it, but I don't know how you get the S2 to the S2 wide. So it is what it is. I think I'm gonna throw a 6-meter cargo bay. So an 8-meter cargo bay overall, right? Alright, that's just gonna be anything. So 6 meters is the cargo maximum per se, and then this is just like an extra little bit maybe maybe a robotic arm or something if I can figure it out. Oh, so this actually connects to a Mark II fuselage. And then you can adapter it up. Okay, cool. A 2-meter fuselage. This one's a monoprop. Auto strut enabled. Okay, here. Okay. I need a standard S2 engine adapter plate, which I'm going to essentially just take the adapter and I can put plates on it. This is going to have just a little bit more monoprop in it. Yeah, I think. A little bit monoprop on that. I can then go to structural and put myself in your stage bay, an engine plate. Just absolutely vibing to the music, bro. It's insane. All right. So, engine plates are probably under engines, right? That's a low profile engine. Where's my plates at? No, fuel tanks. Coupling. Oh yeah, they're there. Cool. Yeah, it's 20. Oh, it's only, okay. Alright, well that's a lot smaller. White boat tail on this. Then I'm gonna have, I think, 3 attachment nodes. All of which are gonna be He's staring. He's staring at me, menacingly. So I'm not gonna do an SSTO, it's just gonna be a space plane. Which means that I don't need to worry about a lot of things. I said there should be a thing that there isn't. Oh. Alright, that's minor inconvenient. Minorly inconvenient. I think these ones are also can be closed cycle, right? No, okay. Can these ones be closed cycle? Darts can, oh. Aerospikes can be closed cycle and open cycle, I think, right? No, this is only, hold on. What's a boat tail look like on this? Oh yeah, actually looks sick. But I kind of want something functional. Saber, oh, that's actually huge. Hold on, I really like that. That's, okay, that's like literally the size of this. Again, these ones can be, can these work? Okay, well that's massive is the issue. I don't want it to be massive. I just need, it's a space plane, man. What am I doing? Fill that up with LFO. Find my center. mass and aerodynamics.
Oh no. So this thing's gonna be very, very prone to tipping backwards.
So what I need is huge delta wings on this. Here's my big S. There they are. Do I have the procedural wings? I should, right? Or do I not? Oh, that's how you get. Ah, that's how you get from small to wide. Okay. Uh-huh. I'm gonna use these advanced canards as canards because we love that. That's gonna be my front thing. So right now, basically, because the blue dot is in front of the yellow dot, the plane wants to move up at the blue dot, and it wants to move down at the red dot. So it's gonna start rotating if we could get enough lift with this. Right? So what I need to do is I need to move the blue dot further back while keeping the yellow dot there as well. Right? Oh yeah, that looks right. That, honestly, this feels like a really good size actually. Like genuinely is, this genuinely feels correct. Okay. I can move it slightly further down. Can I give it a very, very slight, yeah, perfect. A very slight dihedral right there. Maybe not that big, maybe like 150. No, maybe like 150. Yeah, it does feel a lot better. There it is. So this is going to need to be trimmed a lot. Can I find one of these? That's a big S delta wing, but can I find like a standard wing delta? Oh yeah, there. I don't know, that feels like too thin of a wing for this, yeah. Just generally doesn't look good. %. There it is. Cool. So there's that, right? These are going to be filled with liquid fuel, an oxidizer. Actually, no, these ones are just going to be filled with liquid. Wait, what? So those two are monocrops. That's just going to be what's controlling us in space, mostly. Oh. LFO is scale 150. Alright. And so I need to just quickly grab this and offset it forward here. Yeah, that looks good. Where's my center of... There's some aerodynamics. When I come back down, I'm going to need a lot of braking. So definitely some sort of... Actually, can I like radially mount? Is it M to swap? No. Oh, yeah, right, turn on. Snapping. There it is. So now we have brakes on all 4 sides, which hopefully I don't think these ones... Actually, I feel like they will explode. They will explode. Alright, let me mirror these down here. Right. Good, okay. That's good. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go with this Okay, so what I have is I have this funky little idea, right? So hold on. So let me just quickly do this, right? A big S2, the big S1, right? And actually, can I scale these up to like 150? Just have this be like perfectly aligned. Oh yeah, I can. Alright, I don't need to worry about that. I was gonna do the A10 thing that we can do with these like big delta wings. You can put like, where's the little ones? You can grab like a little one, since it's so thin, you can literally just put 2 of them on it and then like have them deploy like an A10. Alright, there it is. So you can see when we can see it, the aerodynamic center is inside the center of mass, which should allow me to just hang out here. I do need a tail though. Oh, and I need strakes, right? So these strakes are just gonna sort of kind of hold it hold the center of aerodynamics a little bit further forward and make it so that I can actually put a tail on this without messing anything up too bad. Why are you looking at me like that? So this is just going to be the standard double tail. It's going to be a sick V-tail. Right, local, and just like turn off that. Alright, there it is. So it's in there. It's slightly above, slightly behind, so this thing's going to have a tendency to pitch down, which is why we have canards, right? Because now all I need to do is just take this thing, and then you take that, right? Oh my god. Okay, it goes stupid. But easy enough. Easy enough to understand what I'm going for there, right? It wants to pitch down a little bit. It's fine. That's going to make it want to pitch down really far. So a little bit of pitch down. Moment. We have plenty of stuff. Shoot carrot. This one's going to be again liquid fuel and oxidizer. These things are going to be, yep, see, all right, good. And these ones, if I deploy them, good. So they'll like do that. I want to just make sure that this one, oh shit, make sure this deploys down so that when I do deploy these, they sort of kind of deploy in the opposite directions instead of skip that. I need then landing gear, right? So these ones should be well behind that in order to actually give it support. I might do it a little bit smaller, just large. There it is. Medium landing gear, like I don't need it. Symmetry. That's too need to clip. Not clip, whatever. Okay. So there's everything I need. Hopefully, right? So these things are gonna be like, oh wait, hold on. Actually, I need to look that up. Just go with bigger numbers. Tanks with higher, yeah, okay, good. So just gonna set the next tanks that I add to all be liquid fuel tanks. All right, or LFO tanks as well, actually, because I don't know what it's gonna take. But actually, that's sick. Okay. So now what I need, right, is engines, because I don't have any of those. So I'm going to go with, hold on. Did you see the typing? All right, so rapier, rapier it is, I think I'm gonna go with, right? Because of how it is. It is a really small engine though, for this especially. So we're going to use two things. Here's how it's gonna work. Where's my aerodynamics? So I'm going to use a shock cone intake, right? Then I'm gonna put a pre-cooler. Yeah, okay. So and then I'm gonna have a pre-cooler, and then I'm gonna have the rapier right there. And what that's gonna do is it's an aerodynamic engine. It makes it much harder for the engine to overheat than that. Alternatively, .8 and 5. 0.75 and 5. Alternatively, I could go with this one, right? Because it just looks sick as hell. And it also can close. And I don't need it. But you know, it is what it is. Yeah, I think I'll go with that. So I need a coupling because I don't want to put these directly on the wings. That's going to cause some issues. And I do want to be able to drop them off whenever as well. So, because that's a little thing, right? When I'm coming in, I don't want to risk anything hitting my thing. So when I'm coming in, just set these off and like, drop them. So here we have these things called structural pylons, which I'm going to use to hold the engines on, right? At around the, right there. Okay, well that's really not right. Put the rapier on the back, the shock cone in the front. Okay. So this is just the basics. Can this fly? Most definitely not. It says it's only got 209 meters per second. I'm gonna check that. Because I have a lot of LFO in here. So I'm gonna boot up the plane. I don't know whether joystick gremlin is on. Hold on, I need to check that. Good, it is. Okay, so if I... No, it's not. Hold on. Alright, where's joystick gremlin? Oh, I need to configure rejoy real quick. Uh-oh. Oh, I see. Rejoy is being stupid. Okay, so it is not my fault that I can't use my joystick on this. It's alright, it is sort of kind of rejoy slow. Alright, ready? 3, 2, 1. Okay, there's. Oh, you know what I haven't done? Hold on. Enable cross view. There we are. 80 meters per second. I think at about 100, I should be able to take off with this one wing area. Gear up. Look at that. Okay. Alright, so it goes. What have we got? We've got like 8,000 meters per second of delta V. In the actual thing, right? And again, this is all only liquid fuel. If I want this, take this, so if I can sort of kind of stuff. Ooh, okay, it gets really finicky around here, right? So when I toggle mode, I need to make sure that these things are no longer used for control. But again, when I want to get back, right? Actually, I'll see. Hold on. What have we got? Oh, only 1,500 meters per second of delta V with that. Oh, that looks sick, honestly. And we're only at 3,000. Okay, so I definitely need some sort of like takeoff system. Right. I definitely need some sort of better takeoff system or bigger engines. One of which is very achievable. We now have bigger engines. But the issue is that they will now scrape along the ground, so I will need to basically pull these up real close to that. Alright. And then what I was saying about takeoffs was it's basically JATO. I could do either JATO or I could do a sled. I think I am gonna do the sled. So useful. Space plane. Alright, space planes. And then a new folder called...
What is that actually? Launch? I just called it launch vehicle.
Alright. So this thing gets saved into space planes as... I don't know, SP1. What do I want to do actually? No, because I know I did SP. SP should work. Small cargo spaceplane. Save under spaceplanes. Okay. So. Right. What I need to do now is I need to set up some sort of. Well, you know what I'm going to do right quick? Is I'm going to start extended here. And I just want to see how much of a difference literally just making this slightly larger makes. So instead of 1.25s, they're now 1.87. What's my... I have... This gives it 600 meters per second. I doubt that with just liquid fuel, by the way. If I open both of these... Okay, first off, they're really finicky now. Right, which is a minor inconvenience. But the main thing is that they're horrible. Alright. So, since they make it, since they're that much worse, I'm gonna go ahead and turn these right back to 1.25s. And still keep it somewhere tucked up so that there's less drag. Just put it right here. Yeah, so it's right next to the line here. Okay, good. Less drag, less whatever. It's clearly not mirrored. You do it. Mirror. There it is. Good. Yeah. All right. So that's one thing. This has make sure I enable crossfeed. Oh, that's the same thing, same issue I had with that, didn't I? Man, all right, hold on. 8118, 7194. Hey, I like that. All right, there it is. So now I have large engines that can actually get me places. Now I'll save it over that. So new thing, right? Oh, I see. Hold on. Is this small? No, this is the bigger one. It was saved under that, right? Save it under space planes. Alright, new thing. Open the SCSP. Alright. No. New thing, SCSP, merge. Alright. So, to start off with, aerodynamics. Fine, coupling. this is going to be built around a decoupler, basically. Right, so I'm going to use a HL cockpit. Right. So all this is I think this still uses the. No, it doesn't. Okay, good. It doesn't use the Mark III thing. It uses something entirely different. So all I'm gonna do, I'm just gonna throw like a bunch of fuel at this bad boy, right? Because this is literally just gonna have one massive thing that can go up to. So make sure they're all liquid fuel filled. All right. Oh my god, it's raining outside. Okay. So this is one set. Alright. And this thing's gonna have way too many wings on it. Make sure we set rigid attachment and auto strut. Read the heaviest part. Okay, good. So now it won't fall apart there. This is where I need to do things. Essentially, I need way too many wings from Hunt Good, right? And yeah, we're gonna do that. Alright. Where's the big one then? Hold on, what? Where's the aircraft wing? Where did they put the aircraft? That's a deployable wing. This, oh, there it is. So yeah, this is what the standard airplane wing looks like compared to this. Not happening. No. The tail fin that I put on it, it's not happening. So I need to build a custom wing for it. And this thing only goes up a bit and then sort of just ditches in the water is the plan. I turn off mirroring. Type B. Alright. Actually, I do mirror that. Hold on. This is what's essentially gonna hold everything on. Right. Sure. Auto strut is on. Good. So I just need to like be somewhat careful with this. And these all should have auto strut. Perfect. Okay. So there's that. I'll make sure I turn off the mirroring. Oh. Oh lord, okay. No, that's fine. Okay. Okie doke. So there's that. That's this side is going to be the one that actually holds the space plane down. So I'm going to need to secure it a little bit better. Make sure do this maybe one more time. I should set that up, and then one more time on the back. Right. So there's, maybe not this, the rethink is good, okay? So I need, damn, alright. I need this wing. And then a type A wing connector. And then here, I grab another one of these, flip it around, and just throw that on there. Swept wing. Okay, you know what I have for you know what I forgot to do? Alright. I think maybe 2 more should do well. Just make sure it's not going past the back. Yep, that's perfect. Ooh. Okay, there it is. So because of how it is, I'm going to have to essentially give it a very slight dihedral. Very slight dihedral. Like a couple degrees, yeah, there. That's just gonna help it sort of kind of do that. Okay, and now engines. Oh, first off, actually gear, right? This is gonna need the extra large. And put one set right at the wingtips. Right? And then we're gonna put another set like closer in. But this one's gonna be scaled up. Because I know that those wings are gonna like flop down a little bit. Even with all of that, I know they're gonna flop down. And I really need like that. There it is. So that'll keep it down. Center of mass. It's just behind the center of mass too. Oh no. I think I'll put another set like right back there. So again, this thing doesn't need to go too far. I'm just gonna put. This thing's gonna be powered by a bunch of Goliath engines. Alright, now we have offsets coming. And this line, yep, and then 1, 2, 3, 4 out. Alright, so that is what I'm going to be using in order to down. That's what I'm going to be using, yeah. 185,000 meters for second of delta V with a 0.5 thrust to weight ratio right now is insane. Like, you do not know how crazy that is. All right. Put a medium right up there, right? Make sure it's at the bottom. I feel like that's slightly tilted. Yeah. Looking right? Yep, that looks good. These things are gonna have a much harder spring, I think. Actually, it's fine. No, it's fine. No, it's fine. So I can't reroute to the wings. Okay. Alright, that's minorly annoying. But it is what it is. And then same thing, I just need a couple small landing here. I think I just need one, like right back here, to take the weight basically, because this is the only thing that's holding it down that's behind that. And I need to mirror. Oh no. Okay. It's gonna be annoying. I should have mirrored from the beginning, but it didn't have any parts to mirror from. Right, and I don't want to go through the trouble. Okay, so here's what I do, right? Put you over here. Right, now you're relatively centered. Now I need to find something that's actually rootable. Save that new thing. Is there anything in the wings section that I can use to root? No. Okay. So I think what I'll do is use this fuel tank right here as a root system. Alright. So move this a ways up here, right? And that's the new thing. Just a mirror, right? Open. Don't save. Merge this. Reroute onto that. I can't? Really? Okay, well that's annoying. Right, because I can't, like... You know what? Hold on. Shit. Hi. Open the untitled spacecraft. Right? And now I need to save. Now I need to put something that I can route to over here. So maybe just put, I'm just gonna put the fuel tank, enough mirroring. I'm just gonna put a fuel tank right there. Right? Is this minorly turned? Is that like, is there a very slight angle to this? Because I feel like there's some sort of issue here. No, it is just that way. Okay. Why is it not working, huh? There it is. Okay. Then I can move this thing into here. Move this over. And these things are just going to be, again, there. Alright. And what's going to be behind it? Nothing. This is solely there to hold my space plane in. Make sure to turn on rigid attachment and auto strut. Rigid attachment and auto strut. These are going to be whites. There it is. And then aerodynamics wise, I just need some sort of nose cone. There it is. This is gonna go so hard. Hold on. When I finally manage to figure this out, it's gonna go so hard. Same thing, right? So we're gonna drag this right up to the top. Fine. Dude, what is this? Okay. Anything here? White. White. Except this time, for aerodynamics, I'm going to go ahead and grab the longer ones. If I can find them. Bro. Where are those, huh? A structural for whatever reason? No. That's a snarksy or whatever. Alright. Should help me find something. Right? Maybe it's definitely a thing, but that's not what I'm looking for. What are those called? They're like long nose. They're long nose cones. They're long nose cones. I know that for a fact. Dude. Could have sworn that those things were in aerodynamics. Oh no, there they are. I apparently can't. But that one's fine. This is the one I. You and Big Carrot. Yeah, I can see that. Alright, we have objects. These are... That's it, liquid fuel, electric charge, monocrop. Awesome. This is going to have the huge decoupler on it, right at the bottom, because of course it is. And now I'm gonna open, don't save, merge, you should mirror it, root that. Oh my god, there it is. Beautiful. Alright, make sure to turn on auto strut. On. Auto strut, rigid attachment on. Auto strut, rigid attachment on. There, auto strut, rigid attachment on. Okay. So now the only question is, I think this has to be the single largest number I've ever seen, 187,000 meters per second of delta V. Spliv, and then just save under launch vehicles. I need to put crew into one of these. Jeb, you go in there. And Bill and Bob, you can also go in there. I only need the one. I've controlled anyways, so it should be fine. I'm gonna boot up, I'm gonna open up my task manager as well, actually. Okay, well. Alright, so first problem detected. This thing's wider than the damn runway. But look at 89,000 units of fuel. And Kerbal Space Program is now using 25% of my CPU. 30% of my CPU. Watch as this thing has like a takeoff speed of like, oh, this doesn't have any tail. Uh-oh, no tailplanes. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. So probably has, oh wait, you know what it doesn't have actually? Alright, it works, is all I needed to know. It doesn't flop over instantly. It does not flop over instantly, and the wings are not floppy enough to warrant these. So that's all I need. So continue. Load my untitled spacecraft again. Right. So, first things first. I do not need that. I also do not need it to be like out in the middle of nowhere. That's good. Okay. So now what this needs is control surfaces function, right? Because that's the one there's two things I forgot, right? One is the fact that I need a tailplane. So I think just because of how this is, I'm gonna go for an H-tail. And I'm probably just gonna make it a. Can I even do that? I could. Okay. No, I'm not gonna do that. So I'm gonna take a type B wing connector, just one. Rotate it. That's very much. I want it to be like as straight as possible. Okay. Good. So since this is slightly lower, it'll still get some uninterrupted airflow. But again, nothing's a promise. Nothing is a promise here. Just because of how it is. Oh my god. Okay. Orange attachment on, auto strut to heaviest part. Same thing with another one. Actually, I think I'm gonna sweep this one back a little bit, just because of how close that wing is to this. Alright, then the type A. Alright. I'm gonna make sure it just faces forward that way. Alright, there we are. So, type 3 is type 1 huge? No, type 1 is tiny. Alright. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get a type 4. I'm gonna get a type 1 element, and this is just what we're gonna use. This is just gonna be the main control surface of the thing. I need the swept one. And I do need them though. I need like the one big long. Yeah, I could. All right, so there's that. I'm gonna get rid of this actually. Hold on. I think we are. I think I'm just gonna use like more of these. Oh my God! Look at what they do. All right, it's fine. Where's these airplane dolphins? These? Yes. Oh shit. All right. Okay, I can't mirror them, so I do not want to mirror these anymore. All right. And then I need to find that. Okay, and then I need to line this up. There it is. Oh my God. Okay, please don't tell me. Okay. Alright, there it is. Alright, and then that. Oh no, these are like slightly. Alright. Find it. This is the last one I think I'm gonna put down. Oh, what the hell are you doing? Okay, save this. Open the spliv. Alright, get rid of these. Don't save the title spacecraft merge. Should we reroute it to that? Should we mirror it? I don't know. Alright. So this should be saved as this. Oh my God. And it does an autofill crew again. But, alright. Save and launch.
The big boy. Alright, it's currently using 10% CPU. Let's see how that goes up. $16, $24, $25.
Insane. All right. And so it's like 25, 27. All right. W, S, E, Q. Oh, no. All right. You ready? All right. So, minor inconvenience. The thing explodes if you try to decouple. I'm gonna get rid of that. I'm gonna replace it, and make sure it does that. Actually, are there like probe cockpits? Is there an HL probe core? That's annoying, okay. Huh. Alright. Save. And launch. Alright. another fun time. This. See if this actually works though, because I do need to like. Oh my god. What's my battery like? I have 1800 mono. Alright. Okay. 3, 2, 1. Alright, there it is. We have rolling. I think. Good. So at least the steering doesn't make it veer off the runway, which is definitely a plus. So we're at 80 meters per second. We're going to begin 100 meters per second. Ooh. Alright, that's gonna hit that. Alright. I love that. Alright, this is gonna suck so hard, honestly. It's gonna be insane. Just because of how bad the steering is. Oh, did you see this? Well, it bounces on the tail first thing. I'm glad I did that. There's a low of micromanagement you need on this damn thing, man. Alright, come on. Keep it in the center of the runway relatively. I just don't want it to hit that, and that's about it. Oh no. Alright. We need JATO. Or something that has a higher ISP than these things. Because that is not working. It's not working. I don't know what I think I'm gonna do. I think I'm gonna mirror this. And I am just gonna put JATO on this. Alright, there's my coupling. Then a radial decoupler. Make sure it's mirrored on. Good. Alright, seems to be mirrored there. Structural. Cubic family. No. Alright, here, I can get a small little universal panel right here. Oh, okay, that's gonna suck, never mind. More engines. You're so right for it. But also, this has a TWR of 0.5, so once it's in the air, it will stay in the air. It's just that the question is whether or not I can get it in the air in the first place, is my problem. I really don't like this song. Okay. So what we do have, something we do have now is these things, courtesy of I don't know what mod. I can drop engines, but again, why would I drop a jet? So I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna quickly, can I like game? There. I need to place this really, I'm gonna place this in between these two here. Or what is this? Alright, there it is. So what I can do now is take this thing, put it like right over here, and now we have a solid rocket booster that should fall off. It is minorly clipping into that, which is going to cause some problems, so I'm going to move this thing up a bit. No. Okay, do not mirror it. Oh, shit. Okay, I really don't like that. Alright, but it is what it is. You know what the issue might be? Hold on. Quickly grab these things and just roll them off. Open, save and continue. I'm gonna open up the untitled spacecraft, right? So what I need to do is I need to move it from here to here. And the landing gear. Move these up. Like I said, it's gonna be Jado, man. Cause you have the Fenrir and shit. But nah. Oh wait, this was big. This was thicker. These ones are chunky, but this one's like got way more to it. So we're gonna use that. Same thing. It's longer than the actual. It's longer than the planes. I love that. I love that. That's beautiful. That's perfect. That's exactly what we need. Yeah. Right. And then where's my aerodynamics? I can find that for a reason. Save, open the SPLV, load, open, save, continue under untitled spacecraft. Oh no, shit, alright. Open the SPLV from here. Open the merge it. Mirror. Reroute to that. I think I'll just put the hydraulic, just because of how it is. I think I'm gonna put the manifold like right here, so it doesn't hit any of them. All right. Now the thing is, right? This thing gets its own thing right here. And these are gonna come on as soon as it's okay. Good. I feel like this is overkill, right? Can I? Is there a way to like? You can. Yeah, thrust limit to like 20% thrust. Right? Okay, that should be good. You can save it under the launch vehicles. This is, oh my god. I was gonna say that Kerbal Space Program is already taking up 30%. So it's not even on the runway, and it's already taking up 30% of my CPU. You don't say. Yeah, hey, look.
It's a big boy. I've seen bigger. I'll tell you that much.
There is a plan to build something much bigger than this thing. So I know I need to put procedural wings in here. It's the main thing. Okay. Alright, Jiggly boys. Ready, break. Right. Get her moving. Once we're at 10 meters, send it now. Question is, will I be able to take off from this runway? I see some. Okay, no. So something I have seen bigger. Hold on, I could pull up an image right now actually. If I can find. Oh, looking at Discord, where's Urban's thing? Alright. Where is it now? Oh, and search as image in this one. Okay. Let's make Discord, right. Huge shout out to Nils, but yeah, I've seen bigger. just if you just scroll through Urban's channel, you'll find like massive things. And it's mostly Nils going crazy. Where's the thing here? Right? You know? These are flyouts. Hold on. Where's the? Forget whose it was, but there was one that was like basically. Oh, hold on. Starship CPU. Yeah, I don't know, but you get the point. You get the point. Shout out Urban Venture for having a sick, really cool Discord server and an insanely good, insanely talented community. But you know, man, I wish I was that good. Did I set the thrust limiter? Okay, what if I crank this thrust limiter and hit? Should save it under launch vehicles. Launch it. I'll find that one eventually. I'm thinking of one very specific thing, and I'm pretty sure that Radio Free did that, but hey. Things are things. Alright. SES on. Brakes are on. Throttle to max. Engines are going. Wheels are spinning. We get rolling light years for now. And 3, 2, 1. That's 100%. There it is. This is something more like I was expecting to come out of that. Okay. And I still can't generate enough lift. That's just gonna be an even more wild situation. How? How? Do I need to like... Oh wait. This has the tiniest little elevators on it, right? I need to get procedural wings before I can do anything here. Alright. Cool. It is what it is. That is next. That is next stream's issues to deal with. I am going to simply save this under launch vehicles because I don't want to bother with adding that. And so open up my spaceman right here, the SCSP, right? Ooh. Two things. I don't think this thing has... Oh, it does have RCS of its own up front, but it does not have RCS of its own up back. Make like the Vixen. You know what, I could, but the issue with that, right? I know exactly what you're talking about. The issue is that I need 2 full fuselages, right? I need what is essentially the twin Mustang, but with way too many jet engines, and I just need like huge control surfaces on that. Like, look at the size of the control surfaces on this versus that plane, right? So that's basically the issue that I'm having, is I don't have nearly enough stuff. I think what I'm gonna try doing as well right now, actually, is I need RCS, right? Command control, there's. I need the RCS blocks here real quick. Alright, there it is. Oh my god, okay. Alright, there we are. Now we have RCS thrusters. So, and find space planes, save, launch. So, something I have that I can do is... None I have. I have always have had access to it, but I'm going to use the cheat menu, raw, and at least attempt to bring this thing down for landing. Bring down the gear that has like insane strength. There we are. Cool. So it's Alt 12. Cheats. Set orbit. And then no need for it. Okay. Semi-major axis of like. Alright, 686-750. Cool. So SAS is on. I am going to turn on RCS as well. We are going to point retrograde. I think that's the... Is that the... I don't even know where the KSP Peninsula is now. Honestly. Good. And I can turn off RCS. Make sure that these two are both set to close cycle. And bring the periapsis down. Oh my god, what the hell? Okay, so clearly something's up. Turn on RCS. I didn't see that. Stop the spin. What's this moving? So it's mostly that we're running out of electric charge then. Okay, retrograde. Alright, there's that. My god, these things use insane amounts of that. Oh, okay, shit, alright. Hey, there it is. That's all I need. Alright, so you should be air braking. Plenty right now. Okay, well there is error braking happening. I'm not going to complain. The periapsis itself is actually at 66,000, almost evenly. So 4x time warp. So okay, I need an RTG. Oh, okay. Lights actually do use power. Who would have thunk it? Alright, so revert flight to Spaceman Hangar. It's one thing. Second thing is I need definitely some sort of booster up here that's capable of doing much better. So where's the puff? There it is. Throw a puff right there. And then to promote the healthy thing. That's what this section's for. Is this is what I had this entire section for, so I closed this. Okay. Electrical. Good. Oh shit, you thrown a good couple of batteries. Hi. 4 of those. A couple of solar panels. Oh shit, alright. Hi. And please place solar panels on the sides of these, please. What is happening here? I don't know why it's doing that. Whatever. I need that. I can have RTGs. Why is everything slightly tilted? What is happening? Oh, because they're off to the sides. Right. Okay, you know what? That's fine. It is fine. We have an RTG. Those are very bit worse. And you can launch it. I think I'll give it 5 minutes to take me right back down. Alder 12. Set orbit. Alright. SAS and RCS are on. Unipoint retrograde. So this thing's not going to kick in unless I happen to be basically using these and just like rotate forwards. Right. Independent. Oh no, it doesn't even activate. Alright, independent it is. Activated. Alright. You know what I think I'll do? I think I'll just do that. Right. You should have plenty of battery now. Yeah. Fill it into your battery. $69. Awesome. So we are now inside the atmosphere on the other side, which is definitely a thing I need. Good. Independent. $60K. Think. Alright, let's do that. Push it down. And there's actually that's all I need, I think. 55,000 is plenty good. Shut down the engine. Okay. Alright. See, it's just to stop this rotation. And then just gonna do that. Let me prograde and use RCS just to speed it up a little bit. Good. And then turn off RCS. Then I'm level with the ground. Alright. So Ariapsis is syncing by itself. Apoapsis is syncing relatively well as well. So that's one thing we're gonna taken care of. Right, now it's going down. This thing is coming down as well. There it is. Started re-entry heating. So now I'm going to turn on stability assist. And I'm going to create more drag. By basically pointing really far up. And this is 40 degrees. Same as the space shuttle. Alright, now we are just going to be going down. So now I just need to be really careful about how I do this. So about 20 degrees. That our descent speed is managed, at the very least. And this is all at 4 times speed too, so we're good. Alright, now I just need to slow the hell down. Now I need to point up. So now Again, same thing with the pre-cooler. It cools down really well. So I don't know how it manages that, but it manages that. So we're slowing down. Right? We're still relatively high up in the atmosphere. Orbit's shrinking, so you're going to have to land on the night side. Again, really bad connection, but we've got connection to a satellite, and we don't even have an antenna on this. Something's heating up. That would be the cockpit. Is okay. Now we're going to start bringing it down a little bit. Because we are slowly reaching 90 degrees. Good. Yeah, it looks nice. $47K, and we are approaching 2100. And then on the night side? Well, on the night side, okay. But that's fine, because again, we have plenty of fuel. I can fly. Why has my music stopped? There we go. The Firefly looks pretty as hell. It's really bright too. There it is. You can see the little overheat things just popped up. They're finally over, I think, 67% heat. That takes some time, but it'll overheat over time. So that's something I'm going to keep an eye on. How far are we away from the land? I think we'd be landing on land in the night, but on the day side, it's relatively far away. It's fine. It'll take a little longer than I wanted to, but look at that. Oh, okay. Okay. Oh, I see. That's what's happened. It'll recover. Taking a screenshot is not very fun for this. All right. Good. Now we're in the atmosphere. Okay, that should allow us to stabilize a little bit. Full right rudder, no roll. All right, there we are. Control has been regained. Okay, so it's just generally a really ass spaceplane. Good to know. So, two things I need to do is, one is definitely that center of aerodynamic. Wait, actually, where's the center of thrust? Okay. Center of thrust is way below the center of mass. So I need to move this up. How? Great question, I don't know. So I kind of need them to be below here. That doesn't make it tough anymore. So I'll figure out what I need to do. Right. So this is making me want to pitch down. That's making me want to pitch up. Why does that deploy this? That pitches it up. I want it to make it pitch down. Right. So now, when I deploy these, they'll force it to pitch down. Alright. That's a few problems fixed. There's more problems appearing. Does that cause a problem? Actually, no, that's a great question. Hold on. Start extended. Start extended. Right? Launch it. Don't you Kamehameha me. I know what the back end of my rocket looks like. I know what my exhaust plumes look like. Thank you, Waterfall. Alright. Right, because like, if you look at it, okay, I see. Okay. Or okay, I can see where there may be a slight problem. This thing has a takeoff speed of like 30 meters per second, I think. And you can see it wants to lift up at even 20. There it is. No, it's off the ground. Awesome. Keep going. 80, and then we're off of the ground. That's actually insane. That's straight up insane. And it needs insane SAS control for that too. So if I go too far, I just deploy this and it'll like bring us down. Look at that. And this thing has a thrust rate ratio of over 1. So I'm going to use that to my advantage. Right. 343 is the speed of sound. Should hopefully get some really nice shockwaves at that point. Keeping an eye on my thrust rate ratio as well. Forward, and start tilting ourselves down. Deploy this. Okay, come on. Oh, I think it's hit the rocket thing. Yeah, alright. What would happen if I were to take only one of these engines, right? And mount it like right here, because I want to get rid of it when I'm in space anyways, right? What would that give me? That would give me a vessel that is very prone to pitching down. Like, very prone to pitching down. Oh, that's even worse. Alright. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to put that on there. I'm going to steal the engine off of that directly. And just place it onto the wing, like so. Get rid of that. Mirror it. Just put that right there. And then use something slightly smaller as a it's literally exactly 3. So I think I need to put a little bit of a fuel tank on here. And 18. Probably 18. There it is. Look at that. Beautiful. Now it's in line with my center of mass. So hopefully I should be able to do it a lot better. Do a lot better with this. And that's 10,000 meters per second of delta V. So it's even better. It is truly even better. Now wait for it to load and cause problems again. Yes. Set orbit. Okay. Gear down. RCS retrograde. And I've learned I need to use the print screen key if I want to take a screenshot. Alright. Perfect, and it rotates just around that. If I do that, that's all we need. Now you go prograde. Because what's going to happen is this is early on the Terminator. We're going to land like maybe in this section right here. And that's going to be the final landing zone. Which is going to be in the water, I think. So I'd have to turn around and fly to that. Alright, RCS off. It's exactly the wrong way around. Alright. There we are. Stability assist. As you keep us pointing prograde, so that'll help a little bit. At least centering myself. Okay, now RCS is off. Let's do the license design. Because I think I am, yeah, I was like in its orbit basically. in the space station's orbit. Minor inconvenience. Okay, that's the KSC right there. The point of half or something. So that's like right below me. And we have atmosphere. Going to begin pitching up. 40 degrees in preparation. Nope, come on. SAS off. Let's get this up to 40 degrees. Okay, turn on SAS and SAS. Please don't break this out of this. Yeah, we're already at 50k and still at... Take it. Flip around. No, I need to burn over here. I do not need those things in there. Just hold prograde, I guess. The single worst re-entry I think I've ever done. And hopefully nothing blows up, that's about it. About all I can hope for. Look at that. So it was helping a lot that I had a bunch of things. Hi Janice. Oh, in the chat. I'm doing well, how about you? Alright, Perseus is now off. SAS can hold us prograde. Okie dokie, and I'm sure you can see that there's a few minor issues with re-entry here, but other than that, been fun. Well, I'm gonna let SAS decide what it's trying to do here. I'm gonna turn off SAS actually, because I feel like that's trying to make it worse. Gonna make it worse. It's got fins on it. Okay, SAS on. Nope. Okay. Let's catch that. All right, let's point prograde. Let's point towards the ground, please. Now we turn on SAS and RCS for that matter. And point ProGrid. Point me towards the ground, goddammit. Somehow the hardest thing for this is... Somehow the hardest thing for this thing to do is point towards the ground. And I'm honestly surprised, because I tend to be really good at making things that can point towards the ground. Stability assist. Nope, come on. Come on, move. Okay, go, go, go. Alright, well, I pulled that off somehow. Now I need to not be going down. And we are heading the right way. Somehow. Is this in rock? Oh, there we go. Now it'll be a lot better. Alright, 500 meters per second, so we're going a little supersonic. I'm gonna back off. Alright. Alright. Solid re-entry test, though, I think. It'll make it down. I just need a lot better control while I'm doing re-entry. So, I definitely need some set. I need a set of air brakes. I think I'm gonna mount them down here and set their deploy angle to like 30 degrees. Right, so that way when I deploy them, okay, I'll use the default air brakes, I guess. It's a great fit. Oh yeah, the grid fins would probably help a lot more, wouldn't they? Right. Okay. So I think, given that I am going to be closing out the stream a little bit, I'm going to just try and get my action group set up for this, so I can, at minimum, figure out what's going on. Right? Starting with basically number 1, which is just I think this is the only action group I'll have to set. Right? Extend them. These things, deploy them. Right? Just toggle deploy. Same thing with the fence. I think I'm gonna toggle fence. There it is. Right? Brake does not need to toggle fence. Brake needs to toggle these. That's good enough, actually. Which now means I just need to make sure to auto start all of these, because that was the issue I had last time. Okay. There's 4 things right there. Last but not least, what? Save this under the space planes. And launch. So again, same thing. I'm going to try to land this, or at least get it through the atmosphere. I'm going to override the safety check, and that's about 84 kilometers. So I'm going to bring down 76,000 kilometers. There we are. Yes. Push to retrograde. Make sure we have. I don't know. Like. Something here. I don't need to use that. I can just check here. Alright. Turn off RCS. Turn on RCS. And we should be touching down. Good. Send us into prograde here. And when I hit 1, it deploys the Griffins. Which will help a lot more with mostly roll and yaw, but they'll definitely help just generally. Alright, I do not need to be turning that way. Right. Set stability assist. Good. Over the horizon at 5 degrees. Bring that up to about 20, I'd say. At least. Alright, and that's all I need. These things will create enough drag on the back to force it to pitch down, which is counteracted again by the lift of the wings, which forces it to push up. Should work. Just quickly undeploy these. Alright, we're at 30, and we have started getting the first of re-entry. The first flames for re-entry. The KSC is right there. They're flying over that right now. And so hopefully I should be able to just fly back, but again, north is good enough, and we're landing on land. Oh. Uh-oh. Oh, let me retract these real quick. Alright, bring these down. They do not do much. Alright, just make sure to keep this really close to program. Oop, okay. Good. They'll have a chance to cool down in just a second. Oh no, I just need 40-degree AOA. That's, I think the grid fins are gone. Honestly, they're about as good as gone anyway. Ooh. Oh. Okay, it really was turned down, but doesn't like turning up much, which is an issue. Okay, there goes one grid fin. Good. 27. And we're only at 1,000. So about halfway through the atmosphere and most of our drag units got. So I know when to deploy the grid fins now. And it's a lot later than I thought I'd need to. Why does it want to do that? Oh. Specifically because of the grid fin, right? No, why? That's like the opposite direction of grid fin. It somehow has negative drag. Wants to yaw the other way for some good reason. Oh, hi, okay. Ah, so it is definitely that. Why did my... Okay. Alright, prograde viewpoint. 2 prograde viewpoint. More control. That's retrograde. How have I managed to do this again? I don't know. Man, fuck that song. Okay. The question is, why does it, like, do that? Just point down. Ah, because SAS is sort of kind of beating it down right now. Right rudder? Left rudder. Why is it, like, not... Okay, I see. Because SAS tries. Oh, right. No, this side has more live. I see. That's the issue. That's the wrong direction. But we just arrived in so it's close enough.
And with that, I am going to head out.
And do my thing. Thank you everyone who joined, stuck around. Thanks for coming in. Thanks for sticking around. And I hope you all have a good day.